Hi, Jeff Lance here from Picasso Piano Academy. Glad to have you here with me today. So in my last video, we explored how to move from a chord to the next chord that's a perfect fourth above it with 3 transitional chords. So we're going to expand on that today. We're going to dig deeper, and I've created a document in 3 exercises you can download and follow along this lesson. Now, the third of the 3 exercises is going to teach you how to play that exercise that you saw at the beginning of this video. So stick around for that. I think it's worth it. So anyway, here we go. Okay, so first of all, I want to explore the distance relationships between the first chord of each measure. Here's a C chord, here's an F chord. Well, an F is a perfect fourth above C. Now, from F to B flat, that's a distance of a perfect fourth, so on and so forth. But let's talk about the distance between these 3 transitional chords between these perfect fourths. So we've got our C chord here, right? So here's our C chord. Now we're going to move up 2 half steps to a minor 7 chord, in this case a D minor 7. Now we're going to move up a half step and play that diminished 7th chord, in this case a D sharp diminished 7th, and now moving up in the left hand in a half step, and the left hand's playing the major third of the 1 chord. In this case it's a C over E. C, D minor, D sharp 7, C over E. Now these relationships stay the same throughout this whole exercise. We're going to play F. We're going to move up 2 half steps to a G minor 7, 1 half step to a G sharp diminished 7, 1 half step to an F over A. Now we're going to keep on going like this. Now, because we're running out of room on the right side of the keyboard, we're going to move down and play A flat down here, up a half step, or a whole step to B flat minor 7, half step, half step, half step, 2 half steps, so on and so forth. Okay, I'm going to switch pages here. Okay, now we're at F sharp, up a perfect fourth to B, perfect fourth up to E, okay, so there's that. Now let's go on to the next exercise. This is basically the same exercise, but we've thinned out the right hand part. Instead of playing a full triad as on a C, we're thinning it out, and we're not playing this note. And this finger is not going to be playing anything this whole exercise. The thumb and the pinky are going to stay on the root note of the originating chord, and our number 2 finger is going to be moving up like this. I'm not going to go in real deep on the theory of this, but even with thinner notes, it's still a 1 chord, a 2 minor 7, a sharp 2 diminished 7, and a 1 over 3. It's just thinner, and it's actually easier. Okay, so here we go. Let's move down lower. Now I got to turn the page. Okay, now this exercise, number 3, is the same as number 2, except it's arpeggiated. And really, once you master that, this is a lot of fun. And here's the way that goes. moving down to A flat. And I hope that when you download this music, you'll memorize it so you don't have to stop to do page turns like I'm doing. Going down to E. Okay, a few mistakes in there, but I think you get the idea. So anyway, I hope that you download this, and I hope you learn it. And the idea of this is to use the music as a guide, as training wheel, but ultimately, you don't want to be bound to music to do this exercise. And this exercise can be really fun, and you can impress your friends. Remember, there is no substitute for private one-on-one instruction with a qualified teacher. So I would suggest that no matter how many teaching videos you look at, do seek out a qualified teacher. Now, if you're unsure about what a qualified teacher is, follow the link to my website, and I've got some guides that will help you pick the right teacher. Or you can contact me for private lessons. I still have room for a few more students at the time of this shooting. We'll see you next time.